And when I say you guys cannot tell people loud enough, sometimes you're gonna have to step outside the box. If you
Yeah.
want your business to grow, you're gonna have to make yourself uncomfortable sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was uncomfortable, I was in pain, but I'm like, you know what? This is my first ride. I can't not do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to NEMT Van Talks. I'm Jasmine,
And I'm Monica.
and we're the owners of an NEMT business based in California. Now, today we have a guest. We have Thorell of Marybelle Transportation Services, LLC. And I am so excited to have her here to talk with her about her journey as a new NEMT provider. Thorell, how are you doing today, girl?
Oh God, I'm good. I'm good. Thank
Good, good.
you.
So,
Excited to be here with you ladies.
oh, thank
Oh,
you. Thank you. Thank you.
yes.
It's good. It's actually good to see you again because you came to our Is NEMT Right for You workshop that we had earlier in the year. So, it's really good to see you. I really feel connected to you. So,
Mm-hmm.
when you
Thank
sent
you.
us an email and said you successfully launched your business, it was like one of my friends. I'm like, yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
Excuse me.
I was
Yeah,
super
I was
excited.
excited. It was excited.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about you, your business, where your service area that you're operating in. Yeah.
NEMT, just like you guys, I'm in the Inland Empire, servicing San Bernardino and Riverside County. Um, that's where I'm at. I'm just all over the place. I'm so far wherever they call me, that's where I'm going. And
Okay.
I'm so amazed in this little amount of time how many trips I've already had. So I'm
Ah.
excited. I'm excited.
Wow. That's great. Well, I know you said that, you're taking trips all over the place, but let's go back a little bit. Like tell us
Mhm.
how did you really get started in the NEMT industry? Like what made you say this is the field I want to start my business in? Like what was that moment for you?
Um, Going back, I've been in the medical field for over 30 years.
Mhm.
Um, Seeing patients come, seeing patients go. My first thing, backing up, I wanted to do something to honor my mother. My mother passed away over 20 years ago, and I always had a closeness to dealing with seniors, which now I'm considered one, but I always had that closeness that I wanted to deal with helping. I've always
Mhm.
liked to sit and had a conversation with them and help them out and just listen to them, whatever. My first thought was to do an in-home care service.
Mm.
Um, but then I start seeing the need going to work, start seeing people sitting outside waiting on rides and I don't know, it's like I see you come in for care and then I go outside and you're still waiting on a ride.
Mhm.
Mm,
So then it started kind of shifting. It's like, well, maybe I can do something else.
Mhm.
Maybe I can do something else to get them home. And I'm like, I can't just fit everybody in the car. So that's kind of how I kind of shifted versus going into the home to care to like get them home.
yeah.
And it went that route. It's just like, okay, well, let's get them there first.
Mhm.
Okay. So you noticed that there was a need.
Yeah.
Just by, working in that environment, coming out, seeing those
Mhm.
clients waiting for a ride. Like, what was your next step? Like, did you even know that NEMT was a thing, or how did that kind of come to play?
Honestly, I did not. I did not know a lot about the industry. I seen the vans everywhere, but I didn't know a lot about the industry. I honestly did not. Um, I just didn't understand why I see the vans, but I still see people waiting.
Mm,
Mm.
So that was not making a whole lot of sense to me. So then I start thinking, well, maybe there's something I can do. And it was just an interesting moment when one of my friends said, well, why don't you find yourself a mentor?
Mm.
And that's when I got online and started Googling mentor. And the first face popped up was yours. So, but yeah, it's just I could see the need. I didn't understand it because, like I said, I didn't know a lot about the industry. And
Yeah.
you all day long, even now, it's just vehicles all over the place. And I
Mhm.
still, now that I've been in business 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks that my van has been on the road. And I get people today, even though when I had, I was doing this, I get a lady that called me, I just need a ride at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But it's telling me that no matter how many vehicles I see on the road, there's still a need.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There is still
Mhm.
a need. And one thing that Jasmine said that is sticks in my head is not every ride is going to be your ride.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I had
Mhm.
to think about that this morning, as hard as it was for me to say I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
that's
ride
true.
is not going to be my ride.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
You know,
it's just hard to accept that. But
mhm. You mentioned one thing which I think is so critical to point out because sometimes when people start this industry, they tend to overlook this huge step, which is you found a mentor. You start
mhm,
to Google and search and to see, to find someone that you could reach out to for advice.
mhm.
Um, Tell us more about what that research looked like for you. Like, what are some things you did to invest in yourself and to invest in your business because you knew this was truly something you wanted to start? Like, what did that research look like for you?
It kind of was a lot. It was overwhelming
Mhm.
because naturally everybody first thing you want to do, you're going to Google it.
Right.
So I put in those words. I'm looking for a mentor. I'm looking for someone to help me understand, someone to get me started. And it is a lot of things on Google to look at.
Mhm.
But then you have to look at it and like, okay, do you want your business to look like that? Or do you want your business to look like that?
Right.
So then you see the people that come on there like, well, only thing you got to do is slap a sign on it. You don't want your business to look like that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Or you see people just jump in a vehicle and however they want to jump in it. I don't want my vehicle to look like that.
Mm.
I wanted my vehicle to represent something. I wanted it to have a meaning and I wanted it to have that passion.
Okay.
And in doing that, that's when I seen you ladies on there and I'm like, that's what I want my business to look like.
Mhm.
So I reached out and you guys reached back.
Mhm.
So that's when I knew that's my mentor.
Well, you know what, Marybelle? But you know what? You have a personal connection to
Yeah.
your mom, you know,
Yes.
and so it means that much more for you to get it
Right.
right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Versus the people that are just in it, their heart is not in it. They really don't have a passion for it. They just see an opportunity. And those
Mm-hmm.
are the people, honestly, that we don't want nothing to do with.
Right.
We want to work with people that are genuinely looking to start this business and really help out in their community. And it's something about those healthcare professionals because we're healthcare professionals too.
Yes.
That's the background that we come in. So it's something about those healthcare professionals that they may not have, been in NEMT, they've been in other aspects of the medical field, but
Right.
our hearts are really just so
Mhm.
genuine. So when you say you come out and you see those same patients that you helped in clinic, now they sitting outside waiting for a ride. And in some cases, they could be sitting out there for hours.
Howard. Yeah.
But here we are, after work, clocked out already, and we look sitting out there, and that heart, that compassion is still like, man, what could I do?
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
that definitely says a lot about you. And honestly, I want to say thank you for really coming into the industry and saying to yourself, I don't want my business to look like bare minimum.
Yes.
I want my business to look strong, right? Like
Mhm.
I'm really here, like I'm really invested in my business.
Yep.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, because we need more providers like you. Sometimes people, the first question they ask, how much money I can make? Money, money, money. And yes, we all want to be in a business, to make money, but money will come. The purpose has to be there. You have to be mission driven, and yes, the money will come behind it. And so we do need more providers that have that passion that comes with being a NMT provider or owner. We need more of that in this industry.
I
Oh,
know we did not ask the question. So what level of service do you provide in your business? Is it ambulatory or wheelchair?
Ambulatory, wheelchair. I actually went to I looked all over for vans. I just part of my research was what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, and how I wanted to present it.
hmm.
So I started from Sunset Vans. I started at Mobility Works. And then I'm like, okay, girl, you need to realize this is new. You can't just start out like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I didn't want to just settle.
Hmm.
I just had to get in a mindset that I had to make it work.
Yeah.
That's when I put my business plan together and I kind of put, well, this is what this is going to cost me. This is what this is going to cost. So then I started putting that vehicle in that. And I'm like, okay, well, they did it with one van and they got another one at this point. So we're going to do
Hmm.
this. So I did. And I want to say a lot of what I did, I did it around what you guys did. I looked at what you did and how it worked. And I love when you said that you got your van and they delivered it to your yard. I'm like, let's call them. Let's see if they deliver it to my yard. And I picked out the vehicle I wanted, and because I knew I wanted to do ambulatory, I knew I was going to do wheelchairs. So I needed that van to do that. And when
Hmm.
I spoke with them, the van I came up with, I'm like, okay, it was going to have two wheelchair capability. And I'm like, you know what? But I may get more ambulatory than I get wheelchair. I'm like, can you add me an extra seat?
So you
So
got the extra seat for
I
that.
got an
Oh,
extra seat. Mhm.
Okay,
So
that's
that's the service. I do ambulatory and wheelchair.
did you get them to deliver that van?
Right in my yard.
Okay.
Right in the yard.
VIP service.
Yeah.
But you know what, too? A lot of new providers, they say that they're having a challenging time finding a vehicle.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with one of my good friends who owns a mobility dealership. It's really not about finding the van because the vans are out there. It's
Mhm,
finding a van that's within your budget.
Affordable, yes.
mhm,
Those vans can be very, very.
Mhm.
mhm,
So, a tip for new providers that are watching this, definitely set your budget. Know
Mhm.
what you're working with, and
Mhm.
that'll make things so easier when you're looking to procure a vehicle. Because,
Yeah.
if you're going to one of those high-end mobility dealerships and you only got $25,000, you're likely not going to get a van over there. You have to
Yeah.
get
mhm.
something used. So that may be Facebook Marketplace or any other platform that has used vehicles. But I'm so glad that, you found a van. Now, do you love the van?
Oh
Are
my
you
goodness, yes.
okay?
I do. I love it. I can't wait to drive it. I
Yeah.
love it. Like today after this, I got a ride and I'm driving myself because I do have a driver, but it's during the week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So after hours when they call, I come home, switch cars, and I'm in the van. Today I'll get off of this and get in the van. So
Oh,
it's yeah, I love it. I love it. Like I said, I feel like I'm mimicking you guys because I
Mhm.
remember seeing Monica talking about how she loved driving that van.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love driving this van. I love it.
it really makes you feel good. Honestly,
Yeah.
before we started the transportation business, I was like, I ain't driving no van. Like, what?
That quickly changed.
That completely changed. Like
Yes.
right now, I'm really thinking like because I need a second vehicle. And I'm really thinking about going to go purchase another van. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
hey, I could enjoy the comfort of the minivan. And if we have an overflowing trip, I could also use that same van to go
Yes.
do an emergency trip or something like that. So my whole mindset has shifted
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. People think that like once you start this business and you have a driver, you don't have to drive your absolutely not. Like we still jump in the vehicles and drive, from time to time. Yes, it's great having a driver, but you also still want to know how to operate your business, the ins and outs. And so you have to still drive your vehicle. So that's good that you do, you dedicate and you do that on the weekends too.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
like, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I still have to find myself not getting too attached
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I do. I find myself getting so attached to these people.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my goodness. Okay, Gwen, that's what you said you wasn't gonna do. It's,
Yeah.
but it's like they're becoming part of my family.
Mhm.
So it's like I the other day just got out for work, was in the market, get a call, and I just need a ride. And
Yeah.
you hear that, and it's like, I just getting off of work. What do you do?
Yeah.
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 And then you got that little thing saying, that's why you win this business.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, that's why you did it. So,
And knowing that, because if you got people that are calling you saying, I just need a ride, there's a need, you know?
mhm,
And so
That
that
part.
means that you made a great decision because people are in need of your services. And the fact that you've only been operating your business, officially launched 6 weeks, and
Mhm.
you've already gotten trips more than you would have expected,
mhm.
is amazing.
That's
So
amazing. Yeah.
congratulations to that. Now, in regards to your van, do you want to give the mobility dealership or whatever? How did you procure it? Or do you mind sharing for someone that's looking for a van?
Um,
No, you don't have to share. You don't.
no, you know what? I feel the same way like you because I don't mind helping. I love to help. I would love to do for someone what you guys did for me. And I went to Mobility Works because of what you said. Um, he wasn't my first choice, but going around, I even left California to look
Mhm.
somewhere out that they would have shipped it to me. And then I started thinking, okay, if I get something out of state, something happened, me being paranoid, like, what do you do? So Graydon, I actually spoke with Graydon at Mobility Works.
Mhm.
Right.
Amazing. When you guys say that that man was amazing, he's amazing. He
Yeah.
was amazing. And he worked with me. I was having issues um, trying to get the contract and trying to get the forms and everything that they could possibly do, they did it to make sure that I can secure the van. But to back up what I did is I made a business plan. It wasn't to submit for a loan. It was just to let me know what I can afford. This is
Mhm.
my budget. I'm using this budget for the vehicle, this budget for marketing, this budget. So the business plan was made for me.
Mhm.
So that's how I secured it. This was in my budget. This is what I was willing to spend. This is what I knew I could afford. I could have went to Sunset and got it, but being new, knowing that if something didn't start jumping off right away, I was going to have to fund it.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that's what I did. I got what I felt like I wasn't going to have a lot of issues with, but I got what was in my budget.
Yeah.
Good.
And like I say, they were great. They helped me, and it was a good experience. It was a good experience, and yeah, that's how I did it. I just put it in that budget and knew what I could afford.
That's
So,
good. Oh, go ahead, Jasmine. I had another
no, I
follow-up.
was I was gonna ask, so was there any like has there been any surprises in the
Yes.
startup process? Like, was there anything that was like, oh my God, I didn't know that this was gonna be this much, or
Yeah.
this is gonna be this.
That insurance was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That insurance was, oh my God. Yeah, that was, yeah.
But the fact that you were able to hurdle over that, because Monica and I just did a video.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't put it up on our channel yet, but we are talking about how now, we've been telling people for so long to get into the industry because we forecasted the barriers that are
Yeah.
going to come with entry, and
Mm-hmm.
vehicle procurement and insurance are definitely two. You know,
Yeah.
those vans that used to cost 20, 30, 40,000 are now 70, 80,
Mm-hmm.
even over $100,000. Now
Mhm.
providers are getting quotes of, $30,000 per vehicle per year when, a year ago those quotes were 8,000, 12,000. So, I mean, definitely, insurance and vehicle are definitely two of the things that are preventing providers from getting started. So I'm glad it wasn't a huge roadblock and you were able to kind of like navigate through it and successfully launch your business.
Yeah, like I say, it was, and you're also finding with the changes in insurance, it's it's not as easy as it once was. And then you're going to find some of the insurance companies that once were in the business are no longer in it.
Yep.
So that is also, because it was a couple calls I made thinking that these people still covered NEMTs and they don't. They know it's no
Mm-hmm.
longer on their list. So the market is even slimmer.
Yeah.
And then you also have to take in mind your driving history.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take in mind the history of the person that you're thinking about putting behind the vehicle. And it's a lot of insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot to take in mind when finding that narrow group of insurance providers that's still willing to cover you, especially as a new company.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of it is going to fall on you, on what you decided to do with your driving record coming up.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
so
Because that was one of the things we forecasted as well, that, it will get slimmer the more and more people get into this industry. And just, along the video that Jasmine mentioned that we haven't posted yet, we mentioned that as well. Like, there are a lot of, insurance company, there are no longer, investing into any in
mhm,
NEMT in the industry any longer. Like, they're pulling out, and mainly in California for whatever reason. So
yeah.
it is just a trickle effect that's happening within the industry right now. But I know you mentioned insurance being one of the difficult things. Is there anything else you would tell a new NEMT provider that is about to start or launch their business, like something that you had to overcome, another hurdle that you had, that you experienced, that you were able to overcome in starting your business as well?
One of them is it just doing your homework. You have to do your homework because every area is different. Every
Mm-hmm.
requirement is different. And you have to know your area to know what's required because it's not a whole lot of people that's going to tell you, you make a phone call and they say, well, in this area, you need this, this, and this. You actually have to go out and figure
Mm-hmm.
out what is required because it's not that one person that's going to tell you in this city, this is all you need. Because I can
Mm-hmm.
cross over into another county and they want something totally different.
Yes.
So you definitely have to do your homework. You
Yeah.
you definitely have to find that time to research your area and then research the area that you're going in.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you cross the street and you in somebody else's county, they could want a whole nother different thing. And the worst thing you want to do is get started and somebody say, no, 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 back that van up. You can't come over here. So,
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
so yeah,
And
that's
I'm glad that you pointed that out because, so often we get messages, whether it be on YouTube or in our DMs, where people say, tell me how to get started. And I'm like, okay, started where? Oh, well, I'm in New Jersey. Okay, well, what county, what city? Like there's
Mhm.
so many levels to it. And it's like, I can't give you an answer like that. Like, you got to book a call. We got to talk about this because there's so many different intricals as it pertains to compliance, business
Yes.
license, things like that. So I'm glad that you pointed that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely take
So,
some homework.
yeah, for sure. Now, so you did mention that, you started the business, you got rides. How did you get that first trip?
Oh,
What,
yeah.
A lot of marketing. A lot of marketing. When I say I don't sleep half the time, I get off of work and I come home and I brainstorm. It's like thinking outside of the box because I know a lot of things with our economy now has changed. So everywhere I go, I'm walking through my medical facility with flyers and in my pocket on the low or in my, somewhere. I'm handing them out. I'm in the store. I'm looking at people handing them out. I come home and I'm like, you know what? Let's approach all the home health places. Let's all the senior centers. Let's senior facilities.
Mm,
I spent hundreds on mailers.
Mhm.
I spent just as much on handing out flyers. Um, I got my friends to, had magnets made. I had my friends to put my company on their cars and ride around with stuff
oh,
on their cars. I just, everywhere. I don't know that you can come up with one place I did not market.
So boots on the ground.
There you
yes.
On
go.
the ground.
That was it. That's it. And you have to. You have to, because nobody's going to come and knock on my door and say, can you give me a ride? I have to be out there. And
Yeah.
that's what I've been doing. And it's my very first ride was so interesting. I hurt my back and I was home. Didn't know that the flyers was all activated like that. And I got a call saying, I just need a ride home. I've been waiting for 3 hours trying to get somebody to come take me home. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't work the weekends. It's the weekends. I didn't want to say, well, I threw my back out. I'm like, I don't work the weekends. And I only thing I could hear is this lady's voice saying, I just need a ride home. And
Mm,
I'm like, well, if you call me on Monday, I do an intake and I'll, set up something. And she called again and she said, I'm just trying to get home. And that voice again saying, this is why you got into this business.
Mhm.
Broke down and all, I got up. Where are you? What do you need? Do you need a help? Are you with a wheelchair? Are you this? I just did an intake. Give me a few minutes. She never knew I was in pain. She never knew because I guess she wasn't getting it. This is Saturday. I don't work the weekends. And when I say you guys cannot tell people loud enough, sometimes you're gonna have to step outside the box. If you want
yeah.
your business to grow, you're gonna have to make yourself uncomfortable sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was uncomfortable, I was in pain, but I'm like, you know what? This is my first ride.
Oh,
I can't not do it.
yeah.
Wow.
And when I tell you, I have had at least 5 rides with this one lady
Wow.
because
Oh,
of that one time that I didn't let my own issues stop me.
Yeah.
I got up and I took her. And before
wow.
I even got her home,
Mhm.
she wants to know if she could book another trip. Being my first ride, what I wanted to do was call her, not letting her know she was sitting next to the same person that's calling her,
Mm-hmm.
and ask her how was her trip. And she praised me, didn't even know it was me.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, it was my first ride and it was memorable and I just felt like something was saying, this is why you're doing it.
Now,
And
Not
was
a
she
story.
wheelchair or she was able to walk?
she needed assistance,
Okay. Okay.
but she was able to walk. And I got her in there and I got her to her door
Were you
and
nervous?
I'm sorry,
Were you nervous?
very, 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 because I didn't think my first ride was gonna be me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't think I was gonna be doing the driving, but I didn't have anybody.
Yeah.
And like I said, in a couple times, she literally called me 3 times. And the only thing she would say, and I can hear it. And the only thing I can say, she just kept saying, I need to get home. I've been waiting for 3 hours trying to get home.
Yeah.
And she was actually 3 miles away from her house, waiting 3 hours trying to get home.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
That's amazing. And that, sometimes the universe be aligning things and we don't even know it. We don't even see it.
mhm,
But you were meant to do that trip. That trip
mhm.
that was meant to be your first trip. You know what I mean? Because it's just so ironic, like things just lined up. And she didn't give up. Like she kept calling you, like, I just need a ride.
And she wouldn't. She just wouldn't. And I just hear it in her voice. And I'm like, this lady is not saying I just want to go somewhere. She's saying I need this. This
Yes.
is something that I need. And without you, I can't do it.
Mhm.
Wow.
It is.
It also could have been a higher power trying to test you too.
That's
Mhm.
You gonna get up, or you gonna
right.
sit up, or you gonna sit there?
And that was in my mind.
All
Yeah.
right. And
Mind because
you were very obedient. You like, okay, let me get
I
up. Let
I
me
hear you. I hear
right.
you loud and clear. Let me make this happen. And look, you look how successful your business has been since day one. Like that's amazing. I love to hear stories like that. I really do.
Amen. That was nothing but God that day.
Yes.
I said it wasn't my intent to do it. I was sitting on the recliner, back killing me, thinking I couldn't walk, and she wasn't giving up, and God was playing in my ear. He like, you said you wanted it. You
Uh-huh.
said you wanted this.
Yes.
You spent nights saying this is what you wanted to do. Now here
Mhm.
it is. So
He will remind us of our
yes,
prayers.
yes,
Like he
yes,
will remind us, like you asked for this. You asked to be on this journey.
Yes.
So yeah.
yes. So
So,
it's good.
I do want to just, I want to move forward and try to wrap things up because it is a Saturday for us. You do have a trip.
Yes.
I do. Thank you, Jesus.
Right. But I do want to, since Monica and we just released new dates for our Is NEMT Right for You workshop. We're headed to Texas and we're headed to Florida. And I know you joined us in LA.
Yes.
So for our audience and our viewers, can you give them like one of the biggest takeaways that you took away from our Is NEMT Right for You
Yeah.
workshop when you joined us here in California?
What I took away is number one, that was a perfect title, because just like nursing, sometimes people go into nursing for the wrong reasons. They go into it for the money, not
Hmm.
for trying to help, being there to help. It's and it's the same thing with this business. Is it right for you? And I took that away because some of the things that you guys talked about was people just doing it for the money and not making sure any of their compliances is up to date and just putting whoever in the vehicles and that's important. That's important because that's where you know if it's right for you. Are you willing to take these chances and lose everything? Or is it right for you that you're going to put your right foot forward and do it the correct way? And what I took from it is what you guys were saying. If this is right for you, do it the right way.
Hmm.
Don't just try to cut corners and just do it because you're trying to make a couple dollars. Not just put them in that car that you don't know if it's going to even start. You have to be dedicated to it. You
Hmm.
have to love what you're doing. And if you don't, then it's not right for you. So, I mean, not saying, people are going to do what they do anyway, but what I took away from it is knowing if your heart is in it
Hmm.
and just shortening the conversation. That's what I got from it, is that no, it is right for you. Look into it. Don't just jump into it because you think you're going to get rich.
Right.
Hmm.
Jump into it because that's where your heart is. That's where your compassion is. You want to help somebody.
Hmm.
So
Like that gentleman that we had. Remember that guy that was in there and he said, well, I work for an NEMT company and I got recruited just by being
being there.
I didn't go do any background check. Like what? So when we talked about compliance and background, he's like, "What?"
What? Yes.
Process. So I was like, "Okay, who is your boss?" Because he's
Right.
not
And,
operating.
and that's so important. And that even goes back to your insurance.
Mhm.
Because before I could even move forward with a driver, I had to do background checks.
Yep.
They had to go through the NEMT course. They
Mhm.
had to do all that because that will affect your insurance. And
Mhm.
it's already high.
Yeah,
So on top of high, you want to get a high risk person you're gonna put them in your vehicle and it's over. One
Yeah.
accident and it's that's all it takes and it's over.
yeah,
You know, so it's you have to definitely and that's what I took away is that you have to be totally vested in it.
yeah.
And you have to make sure that the people that you bring on board is just as compassionate about it as you are. And
Mhm.
I again, God doing what he do because the driver that I did find very vested, even came with experience, came with the certification. I had made him recertify on my time, but
Right,
he
right.
came with it. So and before I can do anything else, I took his information to my insurance company. Is this going to make my insurance go up? I had to make
Mhm.
sure that he was going to keep my insurance where it was. So yeah, I took a lot. I took a lot from that couple hour morning. It was absolutely amazing. It really was. You guys did a wonderful job,
Thank
and
you.
it was a
Thank
lot
you.
that came from it.
Thank you. So, all right, I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap up. But I do want to say once again, I know I've said it 1,000 times, but I'm extremely proud of you and
Yes.
Thank
we're
you.
to support you. And of course, keep us updated on, any changes or whatever. We definitely, I tell everybody this, our whole community, like, we want to be a part of the journey. So if there's something good that's happening, that's going on, let us know even the ugly, because
Yes.
it's gonna get ugly sometimes, and you're gonna
Oh
be like,
yeah.
so definitely just keep us connected. Shoot me an email or whatever. But I hope to see you again, and I wish your business so much success.
Well, thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I echo all of that. And thank you for, taking this time to share with us your journey. We're so proud of you. We can't say that enough. Like we're so proud of you. So keep going. And like Jasmine said, keep us posted. And yeah, we wish you the best of luck with everything.
Well, thank you so much, you ladies. You have no idea. No idea. You guys are the real deal.
Thank
If
you. We
people want to do
appreciate
it, this is where you should start. This is where you should start. Finding somebody that's going to help you and lead you through it and tell you the right way.
it. Yeah.
And
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 not
and,
and
and
not
how
and not
Miss
and not
Jazzy don't
sugar.
sugar, she don't sugarcoat nothing. So if she's telling you guys, she's telling you the real deal.
Look, I'm glad you know that because she would not sugarcoat. I'd be like, I'm getting her under the table. Can you stop? Can you not?
Yeah.
She is going to keep it real.
Yeah. And one thing too, Monica, you know how you guys do your van talk? I look for this opportunity to thank you because when you did the NPI in the van, I took my laptop in the van and I got my number in the van by following you on my lunch break.
Oh,
So thank you.
you're
Monica is the MPI champ. I told you it's some things that I don't like doing, but this girl right here, she got my back.
Yes, you do. You guys are a great team. A great
thank
team.
you.
The whole community is really good. They should be very grateful to have you ladies.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
All right, so till next time, we will see you. See you soon.
See you
Bye.
soon. Bye.